First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Good morning and welcome to this Monday morning edition of First Local. It is, she looks and
March
squints, March the
7th.
7th. Thank you. It's very small.
2022, and it's a Monday.
My eyes are not awake yet.
Hey, brand new hairdo on Heidi. How do you like it?
Yes,
Hey?
yes.
Are you getting comfortable with it?
Well, I'm learning it. Like it really is like a body wave, so I can, wear it in a number of different ways. So,
Looks nice.
Yeah, so today I thought I'd give you the full effect of the difference.
New spring look.
And then it will, kind of gradually sort of morph in and out of what you usually see with perhaps a little bit more zazz. Yeah, I went out to Gooley to get this done.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
She uses all natural products, Candy's Beauty, and she is fantastic, uses Aveda, so, a lot of, all organic. It smells incredible. And you know what was cool is while we were there, right, still, kind of cautious because of COVID and everything, but she has this product called Thieves Oil. Do you know what Thieves Oil is?
No.
Okay, so all the way back in like plague times, not this plague, but way back in the Dark Ages, there were people that would go into villages that had been wiped out by the plague, and they'd go and they'd loot, they'd steal things, thieves, right? And so when they were apprehended, the court system offered them the opportunity of sharing what kept them from dying. Like, how were you able to do this? And it was this unique combination of essential oils that they would wear that literally allegedly kept the illness at bay.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead and ask me what the combination is. I don't remember, but it really smells lovely, because you would think something that has that capacity would smell sinister and ferocious. But no, it was really, really lovely. So it was, quite an experience.
So that was on Saturday. You didn't have to come back yesterday with the icy roads and...
Well, it did start on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Like it's, as I
Saturday
was
night, I
leaving
guess it did,
the
yeah.
salon, it was, we were getting the pelty, like the
Then
sleet,
it
I guess
changed
you
to
would
heavy
call
rain
it. Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
And wow, was that a mess on the roads yesterday with...
Sloppy.
Just sloppy and icy and slippery. And we have better weather heading our way this week, I'll tell you that. Gas prices also went up on the weekend. That's 20 cents in 1 week. And they continue to go up. I have a feeling they're going to go back. They're going to go up again this week.
Oh my God.
Let's say Thursday. There's the Gas Buddy thing right now.
Oh, gross.
They're all over the board, though. I mean, they're 170. I saw 173, 176, 189.
Yes.
And I think Gen 7 is 166, I believe.
Okay.
So they're climbing up there, too. There's no end in sight for this.
Gross.
Take out
I have a word for that. That word is gross.
Yeah, it is.
I put $60 in. Now, at one time, and I was telling Craig this, like my car is just about a year old under my ownership. And, a year ago, $60 would have filled my tank. Just over half a tank. So I guess I've been selling myself short this whole time. I've been half tanking it.
Yeah.
And now I might as well have just coughed up and been filling it the whole time and half tanking it now. So...
Maybe soon you'll just be quarter tank for $60.
Well, I'm getting a lot more strategic with how I drive. Ordinarily, I do my Walmart trip on Sundays, but now I was like, wait a minute. Like, I work across the street from Walmart, like Monday to Friday. I'm not making a special trip on Sundays,
Yeah.
so...
Makes sense. I guess people have to do that. They kind of have to
Well, you have to start to
rejig
be
how you drive and...
judicious,
how
man.
often
My
you
kids
use it.
have to kind of get over the notion that I am a taxi service. I am not.
Yeah.
And that's going to stop, you know. 2 feet and a heartbeat. Hit the bricks, kid.
There you go. Anyway, you got a lot of news.
Well,
some
yes.
news over the weekend.
Yes.
I had some weather to tell you about. I'll do that in just a couple of minutes. Heidi's got the news.
Okay. Well, obviously the Russian shelling of the Ukrainian cities is continuing now in its 12th day. So from what we understand, Russia is beginning to accumulate resources for storming Kiev as it focuses to encircle it together with Kharkiv, Chernihiv, Sumy, and Mykolaiv, reaching the administrative borders in Luhansk and Donetsk, and as well creating a land corridor with occupied Crimea. Meanwhile, the Pentagon assesses that 95% of the Russian forces at the borders already have entered Ukraine and that the Russians did not achieve their plans for air domination. Meanwhile, as the West continues to stand firm against introducing a no-fly zone in Ukraine, an air marshal says the West should be eyeing options to make such a zone a global coalition endeavor, okay, rather than applying the NATO brand. The 12th day, this is a quote, the 12th day of the heroic resistance of the Ukraine people to the Russian military invasion has begun. The enemy continues its offensive against the Ukraine. So obviously we will keep you up to date as events unfold from that. But once again, the global community is watching very carefully and once again praying for a speedy resolution, although it does not appear to be trending in that direction in this moment. All right. Over the weekend, we did record the second fire in 5 weeks on Gore Street. So this is taking place almost exactly a month after fire sent one individual to the hospital. Now a second fire did break out yesterday afternoon in the same building. So shortly after 5 p.m., Sault Fire Services did receive a 911 call regarding visible smoke coming from the building on the corner of Gore Street and Manila. Upon arrival, smoke could be seen coming from the same window which was melted during the last blaze on the north side of the building. Firefighters entered the structure and encountered a small fire in one of the rooms and worked quickly to bring it under control. Crews searched the building and found no one inside. However, individuals we spoke with have told us that there were at least 2 individuals in there as early as yesterday morning, sleeping on the couches. So firefighters did have Gore Street blocked from Albert through to Wellington while they continued to overhaul the operations and conduct their investigation. Okay. Yes. Another high-level departure at Group Health Centre. Group Health Centre has notified all of their staff that the Vice President of Human Resources, Steve Rainey, is no longer with the organization. Sioux Online did obtain a memo penned by Dr. David Farah, the chair of the Group Health Association Board. On behalf of the board, it does read as follows. Good afternoon. As many of you may already be aware, Steve Rainey, Vice President of Human Resources, has left the organization. We wish him well in his future endeavors. The board has full confidence in our HR team being able to deal with all ongoing HR issues. For any questions or issues regarding HR matters, please reach out to any of the HR team members. So Rainey marks, once again, the second high-level departure from Group Health Centre in the last month, with CEO Alex Lambert leaving on February the 17th. No information has been provided as to the reasons why this departure is taking place. It's feeling a little bit like what took place with Alex Lambert. However, in this moment, we have no information, so for me to comment would be speculative and irresponsible. Therefore, I shall not. I will refrain. All right. I believe in this moment we're going to hop on over to Craig. Nope. 2 minutes. All right. I hate it when you boss me live. It's such a drag. All right. You know what? There's a new gig at the Bush Plane. They are inviting kids, adults, and anyone who thinks that they have a chance to beat a world record to come on down and try it out. So Science North out of Sudbury has hired a couple of local blue shirts to help demonstrate and show off some of the skills associated with being a Guinness Book of World Records holder, okay? Now this exhibit has traveled across Northern Ontario and it has launched at the Canadian Bush Plane Heritage Centre on Friday morning. So newly minted, yes. The Bush Plane does have a new executive director, Jamie Hilsinger, and he has said that he is very excited for the possibilities that this exhibit can bring to a community. He said, I think it just brings a more dynamic atmosphere to the Bush Plane. It's always fun when new things are happening. We're already a very interactive museum, and for those of you who have enjoyed the Bush Plane, certainly you can attest to that. So bringing in an exhibit like this, where there is so much you can do, so much to play with, you don't even know that you're enjoying science. So MPP Ross Romano did attend the media launch on Friday. He spoke of times when his family would take a vacation and end up 3 hours away at Science North and how it's important to have that here. So Northern Ontario Heritage Fund and FedNor both supported the project, which can be seen running Tuesday through Sunday at the museum. So the City of Sault Ste. Marie Mayor Provenzano was unable to attend, but Lisa Vezo-Allen, a councillor, did attend. And she's very excited for the opportunities that this brings to the community. And of course, Science North does strive to bring exhibits like this to communities across the North, hoping to get kids engaged in science, technology, engineering, and math. So under the acronym, the umbrella term STEM, at a young age. So very exciting exhibit. Do take advantage of that. Hop on down to the Bush Plain and go check it out. See if you have what it takes to be a Guinness Book of World Records holder. Now, Craig? Okay. Because you say so, not because I say so. All right, Craig, what's going on?
Well, today is not going to be anything like we saw yesterday, though we do have a little tiny system to our south and east that we could see a little bit of flurry activity, and also throw in some winds later on this afternoon. Nothing crazy like it was last night, though. We'll take a live look outside, and it looks pretty dull out there. It's fairly calm. Pretty icy if you're heading out. There's some slippery spots in the area, so be mindful of that. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast for today. A mix of sun and cloud. Basically cloudy, though. We're going to stay with the clouds. Temperatures right now at -6. We're going to be up to -1 this afternoon, and we could see a little bit of flurry activity, and I'll show you why we could see a little more snow later on today. Nothing major, though. -4 for your evening, dropping down to -12 overnight. A little cooler during the nighttime, and we do have temperatures kind of moderating for the week, and a couple of systems I'll have to tell you about coming up this week as well. I'll do that with the 3-day forecast in just a couple of minutes.
Oh, Craig, you and your systems. Keep it with the moderate temperatures, though. I approve of that. Okay, we're going to hop over into the world of our sponsors so we can hear from our very busy business community in this time of rebuilding. Chamber is going to encourage you to do all things local, shop local, eat local, play local, dance local. Are we allowed? I think we're allowed to dance now, but don't go prancing just yet. Not on my say. So when we come back, I will bring you up to date with regards to a change in Christine Elliott's political career. We'll talk about some dated COVID numbers because Algoma Public Health is no longer updating over the weekend, simply Monday to Friday. So do go fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local. It is Monday, March the 7th. Very slick weekend, lots of rain, some freezing, terrible driving conditions. Sloppy. All right. So Algoma Public Health is no longer reporting COVID numbers over the weekend. So my expectation is that later this afternoon, I will be able to post, what they have termed a data cleanup. So there'll be some numbers this afternoon. I am going to hearken back to Friday because unfortunately on Friday, Algoma Public Health did confirm the region's 35th passing as a result of COVID-19. So out of respect for the family, of course, no further details were being shared. And again, this afternoon I will be posting updated numbers, which will give us an opportunity to see what has accumulated over the weekend. And if you don't get to the website this afternoon at SiouxOnline.com, I will bring those to you tomorrow. Provincially, yesterday, Ontario did report 684 patients in the hospital with COVID-19 and 247 of those in intensive care, which is down from 795 people in the hospital with the virus and 253 people in the hospital or in intensive care on Saturday. So quite a change. Health Minister Christine Elliott did share some figures, noting that not all hospitals, once again, report data on the weekends. The province did report 17 more COVID-19 deaths. There were 1,787 new cases reported, though the actual number, once again, is likely higher due to the current virus testing policy. The province said that 89% of residents ages 5 and older have had at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccination, and 85% have had 2 doses and 50% have had 3 shots. So there we go. Speaking of shots, let's talk about some shots on goal. I want to know how the great... You're just bossy. Okay, well... So then I'm going to backtrack for a minute because, I've been doing a lot of talking about St. Ignace, the social hub of northern Michigan. And what I'm going to tell you is that I did have the opportunity to speak with LORA Brown. She is the executive director of the St. Ignace Visitors Bureau, because they have just hosted in the middle of February a very fantastic pond hockey championship. As well, we do have Jeep the Mac, which is on the horizon, scheduled for May. So here's a clip from that interview. Talk about Jeep the Mac.
Yep, that's coming up in May. So that'll be May 6th through the 8th. That brings hundreds of people to town, and we have a lot going on for that. We have registration on Friday, and then line them all up to go across the Mackinac Bridge, give them some cool Jeep decals. We pay for their bridge round trip fare, and then also fare to Drummond Island the next day to go over there and actually visit their mud bogs and trails.
So from a traffic perspective then, because I was looking at the footage, and what an overwhelming sort of presentation of all of these Jeeps all shined up to the nines and everything. That's amazing. Does it pose any sort of do you have to kind of work in collaboration with, regulatory bodies and things like that?
Yeah, we do. We work very close with the Mackinac Bridge Authority. They end up closing one lane just for our Jeeps to go south and then back north again. And our local police department, they help us get them safely to and from the meet and greet.
Okay. Really exciting person to talk to, very engaging, very enthusiastic, and of course, highlighting the importance of these events and what they bring to the community in this time of rebuilding. So certainly, if you are a Jeep enthusiast, if you want to get registered, you can do so right up until May the 2nd at 12 noon. So do hop on over. I have posted that article that I wrote along with the interview in its entirety to our website at SiouxOnline.com. So definitely go check that out. As well, the link right directly to the St. Ignace website, because all of their events are posted there. So go and be a part of all of the activity. Okay. So there was activity over the weekend. Now I have to come up with an entirely different segue, but that's okay, because hockey has to deal with change all the time, right? So they got to switch up their play. So I'm switching up my segue, and I'm still going to throw it to Jacob to tell us how the Hounds did over the weekend.
Well, Heidi, I want to say, first of all, that segue was still magnifique. Unfortunately, the Greyhounds was not magnifique. Maybe they should have been playing pond hockey versus OHL hockey over the weekend. Because it was pretty dicey. They lost their first game to Sarnia 6-5 in overtime, so at least they get the 1 point there. But then the second game, they get blown out to Windsor 7-3. Now, we've talked about this before. Windsor is one of the teams that were battling for the top in the West with the Greyhounds, so that was a must-win game that they just were not able to get the job done. So now the Greyhounds have slipped down in the standings from 4th to 3rd. Now they're only 1 point behind 3rd in the West, so it's still pretty close. And they are at 63 points currently, while the Flint Firebirds are first. I want to say London Knights because they're normally first, but no, Flint, they've jumped them, and now they're up to first with 70 points. So it still is a really tight race between the four. The Greyhounds finish the road trip on Wednesday, which is another game that they really don't want to go through this road trip without a single win. So they got to get that win going, and they need to figure out what they're doing. Don't play like the Leafs. I'll be back later today to talk more about that. But Heidi, back over to you.
Are you suggesting that the Leafs aren't doing well?
No, they're not.
Oh, Kelsey,
don't get me started. The show's not long enough. Be over half an hour.
You'll have to have me as a guest on 705 Sports because, you all think that I don't know sports. I do know sports. I just choose not to talk about it. Okay. Craig is ready, so because Mike says so, I'm going to throw you over to Craig for some more information on the weather. Craig, take it away.
Well, Heidi, looking ahead to the rest of the week, we're not looking all that bad. We are at least at seasonal temperatures. We have a couple of bumps on the road as far as snow goes, and I'll tell you about that coming up. As for today, we could see a little bit of flurry activity, just courtesy of this double-barrel low-pressure system, which produced a lot of rain and some ice here in the Sault over the weekend. That is slowly moving out of the area, so we may see a couple of hours of some light flurry activity. We don't anticipate any sort of accumulation from that. We're watching this high pressure system over to the west. That's pretty much going to stay put, but it is going to kind of move into the area for our day on Tuesday, giving us at least a nice sunny day for Tuesday, and temperature's not that bad as well. We'll take a look at the satellite and we'll show you just where that system is right now. So that's pushing into southern Ontario. They're going to see, they had temperatures of 15 degrees yesterday while we were struggling in about the +2 area. They saw a lot of wind with this system. Now they're going to start seeing some snow from this system as the air starts to cool. So glad we're not down there. We're just going to be kind of calm for today and into our week this week. Let's take a look at the temperatures for today. Not bad. Right at seasonal at -2 here in the Sault, -3 in Wawa, -5 in Timmins, a little cooler up there, -2 in Sudbury. And this is what we look like as far as the radar goes. Some precipitation moving into southern Ontario. Again, it's just kind of skirting the southern and the eastern part of the viewing area. So again, we could see a little bit of flurry activity from that, but no a major accumulation. This is what we look like for your 3-day. A mix of sun and cloud. Again, a little bit of chance of flurry activity, -2 for your high, so fairly comfortable. We bump that up to the plus side tomorrow, +1 with a mix of sun and cloud. Mainly sunny with the clouds building in during the afternoon. We do have a little tiny system coming in for Tuesday night into Wednesday. That could give us a little bit of snow. Temperatures holding steady though for Wednesday at +1 and a mix of sun and cloud. And again, we have another system coming in for Wednesday into Thursday that we're watching. It could give us some snow and some rain. And I'll give you those details coming up on the 7-day. Heidi?
Well, thanks for that, Craig. I'm going to suspend comment on that because we're going to take a break and go on into the world of our sponsors. We'll hear from Superior Adult Learning, encouraging everybody to set some adult literacy goals, whether you want to get better at using your device, you want to increase your math skills, you need to prepare for an apprenticeship exam, for example. These are all things that the good people, Wendy and Pat, can help you with at Superior Adult Learning. So do fill your cup and come on back when we do return. We've got a winner for the Arch 50/50. We've got a winner for the Alzheimer's Society of Sault Ste. Marie Build Frosty contest. And of course, factoids and social media. So fill your cup and come on back.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them, from local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
Good morning and welcome back to this Monday morning, March the 7th edition of First Local. I wanted to talk to you just briefly about Christine Elliott. She has been the person steering the province's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, on Friday, did announce that she will not be re-seeking an election, but will stay on in her post until the campaign begins for the June 2nd vote. The job of the health minister came after Elliott tried 3 times to lead the province's progressive Conservatives, coming extremely close on her final attempt. It's a role advisors say is a fitting culmination to her years of health advocacy. So we have posted this to the website, definitely detailing Christine Elliott's illustrious career, and certainly we join the province in wishing her well in whatever her future endeavors may be. Okay. All right. Who won the 50-50? Barbara Bedard won the Arch 50-50. All right, so while discussing her winnings, Barbara and her husband Edgar share how they plan on helping loved ones. Barbara has been wishing to fix the leaky roof of her 92-year-old mother's home out west. She says she's been praying to be able to help her because her mother has always helped so many people. So Barbara and Edgar did win $23,535. So, you know, they've been supporting the 50-50 draw for a long time. They feel very blessed to have won it. There is no secret that in the community, the Bedards are known as very giving and caring people. And the reminder that the Arch 50-50 impact directly affects the community and is supported by so many generous people such as the Bedards. So congratulations, Barbara and Edgar, on your win, and I wish that you get to spend it however you want to. All right, final winner. Let's see here. The Alzheimer's Society of Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma District is pleased to announce that they have won the first prize of $5,000 in the Shaw Spotlight #Build Frosty contest, which closed at 11:59 Pacific time on Monday. So thank you, they say, to everyone that voted and shared the Forget-Me-Not Frosty picture. Funds will support local programs and services such as support and counseling, education, recreation therapy, the Minds in Motion program, as well as the Adult Day program. Thank you also goes out to Shaw Spotlight for nominating the Alzheimer's Society of Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma District for this year's Build Frosty contest and for giving them the opportunity to win the funds for their services and helping them raise Alzheimer awareness. So 23 charities across Canada were nominated by their local Shaw communications offices to get the most likes, hearts, retweets on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on their Frosty creations. So congratulations to the local chapter of the Alzheimer's Society. Okay, let's bust out some factoids here now. So, strong, empowered women. Watch this. March 7th, 1966, Tina Turner recorded her vocal on the Phil Spector-produced River Deep Mountain High. Fantastic song. It went on to make number 3 in the UK, but only number 88 on the US chart. Whatever.
She does not age.
No, she doesn't. She's fantastic.
She's like Cher.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't, yeah, okay. No, I agree with you for sure. So Spector then, in that time, was well aware of Ike Turner's controlling attitude in the studio, and therefore he drafted an unusual contract. The River Deep Mountain High album and single would be credited to Ike and Tina Turner, but Ike was paid $20,000 to stay away from the studio, and only Tina Turner's vocals would be used on the record. Session musicians who played on the track included Leon Russell on keyboards, Glenn Campbell on guitar, and Hal Blaine on drums. Factoid number 2. March 7th, 1975, David Bowie released his 9th studio album, Young Americans. The album marked a departure from the glam rock style of Bowie's previous albums, showcasing his interest in soul and R&B music. Young Americans featured the song Fame, which was co-written with Carlos Alomar and John Lennon, which gave Bowie his first U.S. #1 hit single.
There you go.
All right. Now, social media, here we go.
What are you talking about?
Okay, well, let's see. We have Jim Whitty this morning beating everybody to the punch. GMM, so good Monday morning. Good morning to you, Jim Whitty. Margaret McKegg, good morning all. Good morning, Margaret. Always
Happy
nice
Monday.
to hear from you. Happy Monday. Mark Jordan, good morning. Wet enough, Craig?
No, it could be a lot wetter.
Okay, there you go. Asked and answered, Mark Jordan. All right. Good Monday morning from Team Jen and Andrew from driver's seat. Drive safe, y'all. Yay, Jen and Andrew out doing great work in the community, keeping everybody safe. Jim Whitty, I had a wave to my hair. It waved bye-bye.
Me too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it happens, right? Kathy Boren, Monday log. I had to go get gas this morning, and the guy at the pump at pump 3 only got $10 worth. I was confused. That's about how much gas it takes to get to pump 4, I reckon. Happy Monday, and your hair looks marvelous, Heidi. Thank you. All right. Steve Childs, GMMAHYHAGW with the huge track salon and the sun coming up and rocking the horn. So good Monday morning, all. Hope you have a great week.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thank you.
You too. Okay, Bradley Evoy, good Monday morning. Yeah, I didn't believe me either. Okay.
Okay.
Out of sequence, perhaps.
Maybe.
Jim Whitty greeting Brad. Enica, good morning all. Good morning, Enica.
Good
I hope
morning.
you have a great week. Rick Sutherland, good morning all. It's another day closer to spring. Here's to a great day for everyone. Yes, everybody, one day closer to spring. It's coming. It is this month, right? On the 21st.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. 2 weeks away.
Pretty much.
Okay, anyway, all right. Tracy Faye says, morning, everyone. New week, new chances and opportunities. Yes, Tracy, absolutely. Judy O'Neill, good Monday morning start of a fresh week, which means we have you in our homes for another 5 days. Thank you for that. Hopefully you both have an amazing day. Thanks, Judy. Well, that starts my day off right. Thank you. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. What a busy weekend for you, Ride. If you're out and about today, be careful. Stay safe on the roadways and sidewalks.
I imagine it was busy.
Yes. Yes. Nancy Duplanty, good morning. Good morning to you, Nancy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Debbie Clayton, good morning. Have a good day. Good morning to you, lady, and you have a good day as well. Joseph Bertrand, good morning. Good morning to you, Joseph, down there, busy at Maker North, solving problems, creating, designing, on fire. All right. Terry Matthews, good morning, Heidi and Craig. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning.
Nice to hear from you. Tamrak, my sister, you guys are on fire this morning. Definitely putting smiles on the faces this AM. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Majui. Okay. And Jen Buchan rounds it out with good Monday morning, the truck salon and the sun coming up. Have a great week. You too. All right.
Great.
Now we're going to do
Now
the
let's take a
7 day.
look at
I
your
almost
week.
ended it. I almost
Well,
ended
you
it
know,
just
it is
then, you know.
Monday. I'd forgive you for that. So let's take a look at the 7 day, see what it's looking like. It's not bad. I mean, we have a couple of systems we're watching because they could give us a little bit of snow later on in the week. And also a mix on Wednesday. We don't show it right there because it is just formulating right now, so we'll probably add it tomorrow. But at least the temperatures are basically where they should be, and maybe a little tad cooler, but a lot warmer than it was over the last couple of weeks. So those warmer temperatures are continuing to build, but I do have some news. Remember I told you that March is going to be very warm?
Yes.
Well, the latest model run shows pushing the warmer wave of temperatures back a couple of weeks.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So now we're pushing it into April.
No.
So April, though, looks very, very warm at this moment.
No.
course, I said that about March too. So, that's spring for you, eh?
All right. Well, I'm
I'll
saddened.
have better news tomorrow, maybe.
I'm saddened. That's very sad news. But you know what is good news? You're watching us, and we are the Sioux's only local news show. So keep coming back. Spread the word. Let everybody know. Do the social media things, the following, the sharing, the liking. Let people know that we are here, and we love to bring the news to you every day. So you know what? Have a great day. Make it count, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.